So I'm not going to lie. I think, like myself and most people, I was very, very shocked to see this report legitimately, like, come out of nowhere the other day that does suggest that we are going to be getting a Mr. Freeze solo project. Again, if you guys haven't seen this, it is being said that reports reveal that Matt Reeves' production company, Sixth and Idaho, is developing a Mr. Freeze film set in the Batman world. James Gunn is listed as a producer. Again, let's just take a step back here and think, holy crap, that's enough to make a grown man want to cry, right? It does say, again, breaking Mr. Freeze movie is most likely set in the Batman universe. It is coming from the Sixth and Idaho Matt Reeves production company, and as Matt Reeves, James Gunn, and Peter Safran listed as producers. Again, I know this is not confirmed here, but I wouldn't be surprised if J.J. Abrams was also on this list. He actually did the Cape Crusader movie, the TV show, sorry, with Matt Reeves, and they've been working very closely together for a long time now, ever since Cloverfield, and I wouldn't be surprised if he maybe gets added to this. Again, this is a film, not a TV show like The Penguin, and it's about Mr. Freeze. Wow, I can't believe it, because I think a lot of us have been asking for a long time for Mr. Freeze to be the main villain of the Batman Part 2. And whether he is or not, we don't know, but for a long time it's been revealed that the Batman Part 2 is supposed to be really grounded still. It is going to be grounded just like the last one, and it's being long theorized and suggested we're going to have Hush and the Court of Owls potentially as the main villains. But Mr. Freeze is not that much of a, I think, grounded character. Is it believable that a man has a gun that can shoot ice? I mean, yeah, right? It's kind of believable. But is it so believable that this man can shoot ice and freeze people? I'm not exactly too sure. This sounds to me more like a DCU project, but we've been getting a ton of DCU projects announced as of late. And this one, I still want to hold hope. I'm even smacking my microphone around accidentally. I still want to hold hope that this is going to be in Matt Reeves' The Batman universe. Now, I don't want this to be too grounded. I'm going to understand if Matt Reeves is going to do this as a take where if he wants to shoot someone with his freeze gun and they don't get turned into this massive big ice block, I can understand that, right? But having a guy who maybe decides to shoot like an ice or an extremely cold water or an extremely like hot water or something like that at people, right? Keeping some of those freeze elements, scolding them, is kind of realistic and sounds pretty cooked and actually something that would be seen in Matt Reeves' universe. Could you imagine a villain who is shooting ice water so out of like a gun or something, right? Infinite like water that turns into ice out of a gun that scolds the person he is shooting. It sounds like the most twisted and messed up type of shit that would fall into the messed up type of stuff we have now seen in the Batman, the Penguin, and probably the Batman Part 2. Again, you can have that part of the character, but then keep the really interesting and awesome storyline that does make Mr. Freeze with his wife. Again, the whole point of Mr. Freeze, I think in a lot of adaptions is, mainly the most popular one, The Heart of Ice, is this is a man that is trying to save his wife from, I believe, an incurable disease, where I think in a lot of adaptions, his funding actually gets cut and he will go and do everything he can to go get more funding, whether that's robbing banks or whatever, but also personal ties where sometimes his funding, I believe, comes from Bruce Wayne himself, and when that gets cut, he can have a personal vendetta against Bruce Wayne. Now, is that the most common adaptation? No, not really. But having the elements of him being upset that his wife is now in this incurable disease that he's like kind of frozen her in time would be a really cool, I think, story element to see. Now, does this make enough for a movie? I don't know. I think this makes more sense to be like a story arc for the Batman Part 2. But considering the Batman movies are all about now, I think, like crime, like it's called the Crime Saga, I don't know if Mr. Freeze really fits into that too much. If you're going to go after the Crime Saga, yeah, let's explore Hush. Hush, again, literally tried to kill both his parents. I think he kills his dad, and he can't kill his mum because Thomas Wayne actually steps in. Hush then goes to jail for a long time. He personally hates Bruce Wayne and the Waynes, who can feed into that crime story. There's also the Court of Owls, who are this underground government who it's been revealed that have like been controlling Gotham for this whole entire time, like this secret society controlling corruption. Again, that sounds like a really interesting crime story that would fit into this Batman crime saga that we are looking at. But yeah, this Mr. Freeze thing, it doesn't really fit to me and the direction that Matt Reeves is trying to go. Could this be a movie? Maybe, but how cool is this movie without Batman? Like, Batman would have to have a lot to do, I think, with this movie. And would Robert Pattinson sign on to do it? I guess with a lot of money, but this sounds to me more like a DCU project. So I'm going to reserve my faith and hope in this, Mr. Freeze project until we find out more about it, until we find out if it's actually a DCU or a Batman Epic Crime Saga Matt Reeves universe project. So again, I would very much like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this all down below. Don't forget to tell me if you guys are excited for this movie or not, or this project. Do you guys think it's actually going to happen? I really don't know, but definitely let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Subscribe to my sports channel, MIRL/vlogging channel, and this gaming channel if you haven't already, for all the latest gaming stuff, movie content and news, all of the above. But yeah, as I was saying, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.